Rangers and the Milwaukee Brewers.
And now, please welcome your
Festivities are wrapping up.
Milwaukee
This place is
Brewers.
The home opener is coming up next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Our starter in this one, Tobias Myers.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Okay, all set to go.
Leading off tonight
Here's
for
the center
Texas,
fielder,
the center
Wyatt
fielder,
Langford.
Wyatt Langford.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and we're underway here in the home opener. That one misses, and it's 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Chourio makes the catch for the out. One away. So now it's Corey Seager.
The shortstop, Corey
Myers,
Seager.
26 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2016. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. Corey Seager leaves the yard. It's 1-0.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
1 out, base is empty. Here's Ketel Marte. Slider right there.
No balls. 1 strike.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't
The
feel
right fielder,
any vibration in
Adolis
your hands whatsoever.
Garcia.
Such a good feeling. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard,
Hey,
squared
ha!
it up, and it went screaming at 108
It's
miles
0-1.
per hour.
1-1.
Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1-2's the count.
And that one ripped to left. Fair ball. Marte around second. Coming home.
He's
They lead
safe.
by 2.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And the batter now, Jock Peterson. Garcia, the runner at second with 1 away. And there's a
That
ball.
missed. That's a
Ooh,
ball.
here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Nice grab. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count
Batting fifth,
really not
the
as
third
high
baseman,
as you would
number
think.
6,
Might be able to
Josh
get through this one under
Young.
25 pitches.
Josh Young, the batter now as he swings and misses for
0-1.
strike 1.
Hey,
Swings
right.
through that one.
He's really trying to stay
0-2.
back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
This one in the air right field, and it's
Foul
out of
ball.
play, a foul ball. Righty delivers. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Drops into the glove, and that is that. Back here with my pal Singy, our starting pitcher in this one, Jack Leiter. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Bottom of the first. This is
Leading off
Bryce
for the
Terang.
Brewers, the second baseman, Bryce Terang.
Well, after scoring
Yeah,
runs, this is
what?
where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Hit!
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Next offering is down low. Ball one. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Fastball to letters,
Batting
frozen
second,
for
the
strike
left
three.
fielder, Jackson
Jackson Chourio. Now the plate.
Rio.
That misses
1-0.
the zone. 1-0. One out, base is empty. So 2
2-0.
balls and no strikes.
Hee-haw!
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Check swing,
count.
no appeal, and the count's full.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. It was never even close.
That one the other way. Diving, can't get it, base hit. Now around second, going for third. And he's got himself a triple. One down, runner at third. And now it's William Contreras. The 1-0. And that drops in for a strike. Now a step off to third.
Safe, he's good.
And he dives back in safely. Runner on at third, one gone. And now 2-1 after that missed inside.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Garcia settles under it and makes the catch. Runner takes the ball.
He's safe.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. First pitch
That's a
doesn't
ball.
find the zone.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Check swing, and he went. And it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that
2-1.
skips in the dirt. And there's a strike. Good heater at 90.
2 balls, 2
Out
strikes.
there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
We got a full count.
That one way outside. 3-2 now. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Back here at American
Leading off
Family
for the
Field.
Rangers, the
Second
first
inning
baseman,
set to
number
go.
22,
Stepping in the
Ben
long ball threat, Ben Rice. Myers back to work. Down and dirt, swing and a miss.
0-1.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
Well, he's been aggressive
No balls,
right out of the
2
box,
strikes.
and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
That's a ball.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right side. The throw to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat.
Batting eight, the left
And
fielder,
here is Giancarlo
Stanton.
And the first
1-0.
offering is not close. And another ball. There's the strike, and it's 2-1. And a big swing from Stanton.
2-2.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add on. It's 3-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty, 1 away. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim. Pitch misses
1-0.
there, and that's ball 1. He was late there, strike 1.
1-1.
This one in the air. Ortiz snags it for the second out. So the batting order turns over. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. Fly to left his first time. And that's in there for strike 1. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2. And a slider misses down and away.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of
swing and a miss. That goes aside, and that'll do it. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's
the
Christian
designated
Yelich.
hitter, Christian Yelich.
High fly ball out towards left field. Stanton makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1. So digging in, Sal Frelick. Hits the top of the zone at 98 for a strike. Line drive to short and caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but it needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Garrett Mitchell stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Clearly, it was
1 and
sitting
2.
on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
2-2.
Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And that's in
Full
the dirt.
count.
There's a swing and a drive. Stanton makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Here comes Corey Seager.
Now pitching for the
Jared
Brewers.
Koenig gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Number 47.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Rips one to right, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Now batting, second baseman, Ketel
Marte up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Just
Ball.
missed.
That's up.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that was cut on and missed. And the count 1-1.
1-1.
Fouled off. He was late.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
That misses. And it's 2-2. Swing and a ground ball. Fires over Hoskins. They get the out on Marte. And next will be the cleanup hitter. Adolis
Garcia.
Up and in, and it's 1-0. Seager stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And
That's a ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
2-1's the count.
There's a strike. And a good eye there.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Full count.
And ball 4 to aboard.
The bat, number 4.
And now Jack Peterson.
Designated hitter,
He's 0 for 1.
Joc Peterson.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
There it was.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. Got good stuff.
Hey, run!
Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's Josh Young.
The third baseman, number 6.
He's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And a foul ball. And that is out of play.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well, that certainly
The
feels
first
good
baseman,
when you
number
can win the
22,
at-bat after
Dan
being down in the count, up
Rice.
against it with 2 strikes right there.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield.
Yeehaw!
And even when you keep it on the ground, it feels
0-1.
great when you hit a missile like that.
Swing and a miss.
Hey!
And that is strike 2.
If you're a guy that
0-2.
can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations.
Oh,
Direct!
that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Up now
off
for
for the
Milwaukee,
Brewers, the
Joseph Ortiz.
shortstop, Joseph
When you played,
Ortiz.
did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, guys want to eat
One.
steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could
0-1.
understand that. All right, this is a big, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the
Nope,
numbers,
ball.
you really audit everything.
1-1.
Kind of are who they are.
Now this is in the air down the line. He's got it, and there's one away. And here is
Batting
Oliver
ninth, the
Dunn.
third baseman, Oliver.
Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And
Ball.
ball 1. That's a strike.
Two.
And the count 1-2.
That's a ball.
Just
No, that missed. That's a ball. Count is full.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. To first. And he's safe at
Say,
first.
he beat it out.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle, get down the line. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And stepping in is the speedy Bryce Terang. Now one
That's a
missed.
ball.
Done. The runner at first with one gone in the inning. The runner.
No,
Dunn,
too late.
Back in on a dive. And there's
Ball.
a ball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, that was one of those
Now
high percentage
batting,
advantage
left
counts
fielder,
where batting
Jackson.
averages are just so much higher. You'll often hear the
Rio.
phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up.
Runner, he's going.
Double steal. There's
That's
a
a ball. 1-0.
Go to third. Save. Double steal. 2 on, 1 out. This one smoked. Could be trouble. 1 run across. Now 2 runs score. They trail by 1.
Ribbies absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Move to second.
He's in there.
Chourio
Safe.
back on a dive.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have
No,
to
that
execute
missed.
on the mound.
Contreras up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And now 2-0.
Ball.
Man, you got to wonder with first base open, 1 out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. Fastball
Hey.
for a strike.
2-1.
In the dirt. and the runner holds. To third. Tosses across to first. Got him.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball.
Number
Excellent
12,
piece of work.
Rhys Hoskins
Hoskins
to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Pickoff throw. Chourio dives back in safely.
Runner!
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Cut on and lifted in the air. Squeezes it, and that's the inning. As we go to the top of the fourth, Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now.
Stanton.
First pitch
Ball.
misses.
That's down. Hey!
That
Hey!
puts the corner. Now one
No,
miss.
ball.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
And that one is lifted in the air. Mitchell going after it. Makes the grab, one down. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Jonah Heim.
Number
First time up was a pop out.
Heim.
Ball one there.
Ball.
Swing and a miss.
One.
She was late.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's off the
Ball.
mark. 2-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Slings to first in time. So 2 down now. And here is Wyatt Langford. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first
That's a
pitch
ball.
misses for ball 1.
1-0. Here,
Big
one.
swing and a miss.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. On to first, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Milwaukee,
Leading off
bottom
for
of the
the
4th,
Brewers,
and now the
the
DH,
designated hitter,
Christian
Christian
Yelich.
Yelich.
First pitch
Ball.
doesn't find the zone. Check
Hey.
swing, called strike. That's down.
That's a
and in.
ball.
Very
3
high
and
with
1.
that one. And that's ball 3. Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So a
Take your
leadoff walk.
base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a
Now
3-2
batting,
pitch. And I'll
center
tell you what,
fielder,
he earned that ball.
Sal Frelick.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Flips it.
Oh.
There's one. Back to
He's
first.
out of there.
And that is a double play.
Now batting,
Garrett
right
Mitchell
fielder,
takes
Garrett
in now. Fly to left his first time. And ball to the right fielder. Swung on, belted. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And now the tying run is in the scoring position.
This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Manafly.
Move to second. Mitchell back in on the dive.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Runner.
Pitch, runner on the move.
Hey,
He goes down looking. And we're back.
Leading
All
off for
set
the
for the
Rangers,
start of the
the
inning.
shortstop,
Here's Corey Seager.
Seager.
Koenig back to work. Fought off foul. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that's a foul ball. The shortstop
That missed.
takes
That's
the
a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump
The
today.
batter number 4.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. New arm out of the bullpen,
Now
Yoel
pitching for the
Payos.
Brewers.
And we all know about his
Number
slider. It's
31.
just filthy, man. And
Yoel
one of the better ones in the game, I'd say.
Payos.
Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Seems like he got
Up next for
exactly
the
what he was
Rangers,
looking
the
for
right
right
fielder,
there.
Adolis
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one
Garcia.
over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt
No, that
good.
missed. That's a ball.
Garcia at the plate and takes high.
1
there.
ball, no strikes.
Runner, yes.
Runner breaks for third. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Man at second. And that one fouled off. Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appealed to first. And yes, he offered at it. Here's Jock Peterson.
The batter number 4. Designated hitter, Jock Peterson.
Right side, hard hit. Terang over
He's
the
up.
first in time. That ends the frame. We head to the bottom
Leading
of
off
the 5th.
for the
Up now
Brewers,
for
the
Milwaukee.
third baseman,
Oliver Dunn.
Oliver Dunn.
And
Ball.
takes low for ball one. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Langford hauls it in for the out. Here's the leadoff
Now
man
batting,
for the
the
Brewers,
second baseman,
Bryce Terang,
Bryce
1 for 2.
Terang.
And that one
Nope,
just
ball.
misses. A ball and no strikes.
Hike one.
Just
Ball high.
missed. The Rangers leading by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dives and makes the catch.
Great jump
The
off
left
the
fielder,
bat.
number
He was
11,
fully committed.
Jackson.
Lays out, dives, makes a
Del
beautiful
Rio.
catch, and his pitcher is going to be pretty happy about that one.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
Now pitching for Texas, number 56, Mark Leiter Jr.
Right there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And delivers
That missed. That's a
outside.
ball. 1-1.
Next
2
offering
and 1.
down low and in the dirt. Swings
Strike
through
2.
that one for strike 2.
2-2.
Just
Counts
off
full.
the outside edge.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now. You can stomach
Now
a two-out
batting,
walk
the
to certain
catcher,
player,
Williams.
but with his speed, this guy out there on the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
Runner!
Runner on the go. Fouled off down the right side. And the 0-1.
1-1.
Rice checks out
No,
first.
he beat it. He
and
beat it.
dives back in safely. And a 1-1. Runner goes again. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Chourio, the runner at first with 2 gone. Check on the runner. Chourio
Hey!
back on a dive. The 1-2. Runner on the move again. Pitch is
2-2.
high.
Hey, he beat it up.
Second, and that was not close. That's a ball.
We got a full
trying
count.
to attack with the sweeper. Got it
Hey!
swinging. And that is the inning. All set for the top
Leading
of
off
the
for the
sixth.
Rangers,
Down the
the
third
third
baseman,
baseman,
Josh
Josh
Young.
Young.
First
1-0.
pitch, not close. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Chourio in position. And there's one away. Ben Rice stepping in for the Rangers.
Now batting, the first
Struck out on
baseman,
just
Ben
3 pitches last time.
Rice.
And that one
That's a
upstairs,
ball.
ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Fly ball down the line. Mitchell under it. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Now the left fielder,
The batter,
Giancarlo
the left
Stanton.
fielder,
He's already
Giancarlo
homered in this game.
Stanton.
In there for strike 1.
0-1.
Swing
Strike
and
2.
a slider.
2 pretty nasty sliders
0-2.
to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down. Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him in a chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Heim in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Delivers the pitch in for a strike at 95.
That's down. That's a ball.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Frelick after it and makes the grab. And that is that. Back here at American Family Field.
For the Brewers,
Here is
the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
On the ground, Seager. 1 up, 1 down. Here comes Christian
Now
Yelich.
back, the designated hitter,
in 2018,
Christian
the runner-up in 2019.
Yelich. Now pitching for Texas, number 68, Tyler Matzek.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Swing
D-Ray!
strikeout.
Now batting, center
Next
fielder,
for Milwaukee,
Sal
Sal Frelick.
Frelick.
That one fouled off. Next offering
Ball, that's
upstairs. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
1-2's the count.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
And that one is in the dirt.
Full count.
And it's 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but
The
it
right
missed.
fielder, number 5.
So 2 down.
Garrett
Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Runner.
Kick in the pitch. Runner
Oh, yeah.
goes. Strike it there.
No, he beat it.
Safe. That one at
Ball.
95 missed up top, and that's ball 1. Late that
2.
time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting
1
off
ball,
speed.
2 strikes.
Swings
three.
and misses, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And welcome back
Leading
to the
off for
ballpark.
Texas,
And
the
now the center
center
fielder,
fielder,
Wyatt Langford.
Langford.
Payons.
Hey,
In
ha!
his 5th season, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. That one
Ball.
misses. 1-1.
Right 2.
Swing and a miss.
1-2's the count.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Now it's Corey Seager. In the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. Now he steps off. Nothing going on at first. Langford aboard here at first with nobody out.
Runner, he's going, he's going.
Ball misses.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. In the air, left field, down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Seager swings, rips one to right. That's down. One hops off the wall. Run comes in from second. The relay, safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Well done. Drives in the run. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Swing and a foul out of play. Man at second. Inside.
Ball.
And 1-1.
1-1.
Right through there for a strike. Got him looking. Went back to the center, and it was successful. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Adolis Garcia.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Freeland sizes this one up. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Here is Jock Peterson. 0 for 3 in this one.
Jock Peterson.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Next off in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Over to first. They limit the damage here. Back here in Milwaukee, ready to go for the last half of the
shortstop.
Stepping in, Joseph Ortiz.
Ortiz. Now pitching for the Rangers, number 77, Luke Jackson.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a
2-1.
And that drops in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Oliver
Now batting,
down for the
third baseman, Oliver. Done.
Left field, chasing after it. Won't
Foul
get
ball.
to this one. It drops foul. In the air to left down the line. Haggerty makes the play. 2 away. Up now for Milwaukee.
The batter,
Bryce
number
Terrell.
2, second baseman.
He was
Bryce
absolutely robbed of a base hit last time.
Terrell.
And that's outside.
Ball out.
Ball 1. The Rangers trying to protect a 2-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th.
No, that's
And this
inside.
is inside. There's a strike. Now 2-1. And that one
That's a
missing
ball.
low.
That's a really good take right there.
3-1.
Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And
Foul
that's
ball.
just foul. The other way. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, and that's a 2-bagger.
No, he's safe.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner, he's
Really-
going, he's
Runner
going.
takes off to third.
Nope,
Ball
that's outside. Ball.
No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
All sliders
1-2.
so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game
2-2.
plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
The tying run at the plate.
That's a
one
ball.
misses. 3-2 now.
Count is full.
Got it.
Direct.
Huge strikeout there. And we're back.
Leading
Here's
off
the
the
third
second,
baseman,
the third
Josh
baseman,
Young.
number 6, Josh. Young.
Hyams back to work. There's a
Yeehaw!
strike up high. 0-1. And that one hammered. That's back. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's 6-3. Ben Rice stepping in for the Rangers. First
That's
pitch
a ball.
misses. And
Yeehaw!
swing and a miss there.
1-1.
That's off
Ball.
the inside corner. And that's ball
2 balls, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Instead of
2
letting
and
the hitter
2's the
get his
count.
arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That's
It
3.
misses. It's a strikeout. Next up for Texas, Sam Haggerty. There's a
Yeehaw!
sinker at the knees for a strike. That one
That's a
misses
ball.
in the dirt. Yeah, that's fouled off. In the air, right field. Hauls it in for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the
Up
catcher,
next to the
Jonah Heim.
Rangers, the catcher, Jonah Heim.
And strike 1 to the catcher.
0-1.
Strike
Strike 2.
on the inside corner.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point,
Ball.
he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found
Now
a way.
batting,
Pretty
the
good
center
spot.
fielder,
Hard and
Wyatt
inside, but that's a
Langford.
perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball tight to the body.
1-0.
The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. Now one
Ball.
missed. Heim off of first with 2 away. And that one
Ball.
misses up and in. And the count is 3-1. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And that one is going to go. A 2-run shot. It's their second home run of the inning. And they add to the lead. It's 8-3. Seager stands in now. Ball
1-0.
1 and a pitch inside. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Strike
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game. It's 9-3. So 2 away with nobody on. Here's the second baseman, Ketel Marte. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2-1.
That one fouled off. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Up the middle. Fires over
That's it out.
Hoskins. And they're happy to just get off the field after that. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about it.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable.
Oh, and 1.
That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done?
First
Come to
baseman,
the
number
clubhouse.
12,
Pressure me to
Reese
cut your hair before a game.
Hoskins.
Yeah, that's
1-0.
skips in the dirt. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
That one
Ball.
misses. Ball 2. Scale of 1 to 10. How good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Swing
Yeah.
and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 and 2.
The time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair, he had a pretty big melon, Boog, and
Big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure
That's a
there,
foul.
too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a big guy too. I didn't want him
Yeah.
to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. And he
Now
chases
batting,
that
the
one.
designated
And he's
hitter,
registered 3
Christian
Ks in this one.
Yelich.
Now it'll be Christian Yelich. And he steps off.
Now pitching for the Rangers, number 41, Hobie. Milner.
Swing and a ground ball. Jump throw. And they get
go.
the out. All set to start
Leading
the
off
ninth
for
in this one.
the right
Now it's the
fielder,
right fielder,
Adolis
Adolis Garcia.
Garcia.
That's hard hit on the line. Stretches. And Jack Peterson
Now batting,
stands in.
designated hitter,
Man, that's one of those
Josh
at-bats where you have to remind
Peterson.
yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But
Ball.
in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
One down, base is empty. Right side. He's there. He's got it. Out number 2. Josh Young, the next to hit. He's
Now
already
batting,
homered
the
here in
third
this
baseman,
one.
Josh Young.
Out towards right center field. Frelick after it. Brings it in for the third out. Back here at American Family Field, we head to the bottom of the ninth. Leading off, Sal Frelick. And that's in for a strike. He's a bullpen arm. That
No
keeps the
balls,
ball
one strike.
in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
The 0-2. Went with the
Ball.
sweeper, but it misses. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One out, bottom of the ninth. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first.
He's out.
In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Milner is just 1 strike away.
That's a ball.
Outside low. Now 1-2.
1-2.
Got him.
Hee-haw!
And that'll do it.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things